Hey guys, Jeff the Cheesehead Flipper here. We're going to talk about storage units. I'm actually out here about to go to my storage unit. It's not going to show up too well because there's not much light in there. And I am actually here hoping to find Christmas decorations. I thought I had all of our Christmas decorations at the house, but we have no Christmas lights. So my mission today is to go back here and find them. If they're here, they're in the very back. This is a 10 by 20 storage unit. It is completely filled. I mean completely filled to the brim with inventory. Unlisted inventory. Yeah. What makes it worse? I have two storage units. This one's not so bad. Actually, I think I can get all this unit here by the end of the month. At least that's the plan. But why am I talking about storage units here? Well, the reason I first got this one is before I moved, I was in a 2-bedroom apartment. You can't put much inventory in a 2-bedroom apartment. At least not if you want to have your wife and your kid living with you and not want to kill you all the time because they can't do anything. So originally I got this storage unit for my inventory. Actually, first I got a different storage unit. It was not climate controlled. I lost some good product. If you can get a storage unit, I have a couple of tips, some advice for you. Get one close to your home. Should be more than a few miles away. If you can. Maybe you don't have that option, but closer is better because you're more likely to actually come out here. It's easier to come out here if you need to do it. Make sure your inventory SKUs, we've talked about custom inventory SKUs before, indicate that they're a storage unit. If you're plus all your inventory is a storage unit, if only some of it is, make sure you indicate what is and what is not. Now what I'll do is I'll have the same SKU I have, but then I'll say SU and then the storage unit number. That way I know, oh, it's always the unit. I have to go drive out and get it. Luckily, it's only a few miles. Another tip, get climate controlled storage units. Yeah, they cost a little bit more money. Yes, they're a little harder to find. But here's the thing. Without them, your goods are basically at the will of the elements. You're more likely to get mold developing, especially if you're pre-packaging, which I do. But even without pre-packaging, you can get a lot of issues with it not climate controlled. And beyond that, I live in Wisconsin. It's December right now. What is happening outside? It's getting cold. It's getting real cold. It's gonna start snowing. I'm not very likely to come out here and work on this stuff if I'm freezing my rear end off. So think of that. Also, get one in a decent neighborhood. I had one in between this one and the other one, and when I went to it one night, there was some dude passed out in the hallway. Yeah, and then obviously by the things that were laying next to him, he had found his way into the storage unit building, decided to do his drugs, and passed out. Now he wasn't breathing, he had a heartbeat. I just backed out, I left. I did notify law enforcement. I don't know what happened after that. But if you get a storage unit in a sketchy neighborhood, you might have more issues. Now, what I do not suggest that you do. Let's see, I gotta see, is there any way I can get some more light in here? I do not suggest that you get one and do what I've done with this one and just fill it to the brim. That's not gonna do anything. I thought I'd try that with unlisted inventory. Pretty much what this had become once I moved my inventory down to my eBay cave, which you've seen before, it became my dumping ground. Anytime I bought a big, massive lot, threw it out here. Like, oh yeah, I'll get to that this weekend. Definitely. Then I didn't get that the weekend. Next weekend comes. Oh, hey, look at this big lot. Oh, I got room with the storage unit. I'll throw it up there so I can work on it. That didn't come. I mean, I got so much stuff out here. I have toys that aren't unlisted. It's Christmas time. I have made some progress. This shelf right behind me, right here, this thing was top to bottom with toys. And there was toys in front of it. I've gotten most of them listed. Been hunkering down. I've been really trying to get this death pile under control. What I haven't listed, I didn't list the more summer items, and I haven't listed on eBay or anything, the really large items. I have put them on Facebook Marketplace. So they are, I'm gonna count that as listed. Some other stuff that's not listed. Remember that auto parts lot? Most of the big items are still back here unlisted. I'm talking about radiators, stuff like that. Things that are $3, $4, some of them are $500 each. I probably have 20 or 30 items like that not listed yet. Because I stuck them out here. And well, I kind of forget about them. I go home, I start working on the smaller stuff I have at home. You know, do a couple listings per day. And sit down, maybe watch some YouTube videos, kick back, relax, go to bed. That's a lot of money. That's why it's called the death pile. Because actually, some people call it money pile. I like that better. I have some lots from big auctions. I basically skim the cream off the top of those lots, and I suck the rest out here. Oh yeah, I'll get to it eventually. I'll sort through that. Yeah. No. I'm not sure if it's listed yet, if I've even put it up, but I also have that big fire bell lot. Most stuff's out here. I've listed some of it, but most of it's still out here. Because that's one of the ones I kind of got to I went and bought it blind. Didn't spend much money, so it was okay. But I picked it up, I'm like, this is not what I was expecting. When you get a lot you just don't really like, or you think it might have been possibly a bad buy, it is difficult to get motivated to list it. Plus, that's right around when we started moving. I had my foot surgery right around that time. Ooh, that's bad lighting. Back up. I know, excuses. I'm making a ton of them. What else do I have in here? Tons of this random stuff. I got clothing bins. I've got electronics bins. I got toys, auto parts, fire bells. I have power wheels. Like 4 or 5 power wheels in here. I'm gonna keep one for the little man. He's gonna get one. I'm gonna sell the rest. I have crafting supplies. I have, oh yeah, I have right now, I don't know if you are in the shooting sports at all, but there's a shortage of just about everything. I have 5-gallon buckets full of brass. Actually, once I'm done with this, I think I'm gonna take some photos of those, put those on Facebook Marketplace. They're gonna sell them probably by tomorrow. So get it if you need it for the extra room. Get yourself a storage unit. Do not let it become death pile like I have. It's not good. Box lot. That's while this is still in here. Now, technically, I made money in that box lot, but having this storage unit, storage unit for so much longer, I believe I have now lost money in that lot. Of course, there's more than just that, but big reason I got this unit was to have a better presentation of that. Basically a U-shape with pallets of all the available boxes. People come in, whatever box you want, buck a box. I sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of boxes that way. Making just every single day come out 40, 50, 60 boxes at a time are going on here. They're stacked up to the ceiling just about. Then I put some other stuff in here because, you know, I was having trouble getting in this unit. Then my little idea of having this extra unit for a month or two didn't really pan out that way. It's been 6-7 months, $150 pop. So by the end of December, I plan on being out of the second unit. What can $150 a month do for you? What could you source for that? You go get yourself a couple, you know, you're gonna probably come and buy a decent pallet for that. That's a couple good thrift store runs. 2, 3, 4 thrift store runs, if you know, unless you hit it really good, maybe 1 or 2. You can get yourself a liquidation lot, a small one, like a box lot. Like, you know, you get 200 to 300 piece box lot for that money. And every month, instead of spending on inventory, I got the stuff in it that's not listed if she doesn't make any money. So I have a plan. This is the start of my plan. Right here. It's a good shelving unit. These muscle racks, I highly recommend these. This one is, oh boy. Bear with me for a moment. This thing is 120 pounds, so it doesn't exactly move on command. I bought this one at Menards. I'm sure whatever, you know, big box store you have will have these as well. Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever you got. 5800 series. These are what I use downstairs in the eBay cave. They're 60 inches wide, 18 inches deep, 72 inches high. I love these damn shelves. I bought one. My intention was to buy about 5 or 6 of them for in here. They had one left. So this weekend, one thing I'm gonna do, me and the wife are coming out here. We might have the little man with me. If we have the little man with me, I'm probably not gonna do any filming. Because, you know, it's just, he's my little guy. I don't know if I want to put him on here. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull everything out, put in this shelf, hopefully 2 or 3 more. We're gonna organize this. My lights just turned off. We're gonna organize this, and we're gonna get at least to the point where we can get in here, get it under control. I did put, you may be able to see them, or not really, a little too dark. But I did find some smaller random shelves for like free or dirt cheap on Facebook Marketplace. I put those in here. And that was a good start. We need more. So, Death Pile December. Get this stuff under control. I'm not gonna get through my death pile in a month. I'm gonna get it to the point I can work on it. Right now, I could go look for those Christmas lights. I'm dreading it because I'm gonna have to move a lot of stuff to get to the back 5 feet of this unit to where I'm pretty sure they are. Last 5 is a 10 by 20 unit. The last 5 feet are kind of some household items. Wish me luck.